Hello, children. Welcome back to Story Time. I have another story I wanted to share with you. We have told this story in the classroom and we shared it once during our video conference sessions. Remember, I showed this book to you once. It's a book written by Richard, and I met him in Seattle, and he told us a story about an octopus. And I talked to him, so I decided to buy his book. Um, he told us the story of the octopus because he met Paul, and Paul is the person who met the octopus. Paul was underwater. He is a good diver. He was underwater and he felt something above his head. When he looked up, it was a tentacle. And he thought, oh no, this is not going to be a good thing. Paul is an oceanographer. He studies the ocean and he spends long periods of time underwater looking for clams and crabs. And one fine day, he was diving near the islands of San Juan, and and he was underwater. He was looking at a starfish, and that's when he felt that he was not alone. He looked up. It was one of those huge octopuses that can be very big. They can be 14 feet across, and he felt the all the octopus tentacles crawl over his skin, and he started to panic. He got scared. He was trying to get its 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 arm off him, but he couldn't. The more he tried, the more he got tired. And Paul said, um, the tentacles of an octopus can seem squishy. They can seem soft, but when they grip you, they are as hard as steel. And so Paul started to feel tired, and he decided to let the octopus pull him down. And so they started to go down, and Paul relaxed. And strange thing, the octopus relaxed too, but they kept on going down. And Paul had his legs bent, and his feet touched the bottom. And then he gave a hard push, and they started to go up. He had the whole octopus wrapped all around his head, and he had the three-jawed beak of the octopus right behind his neck. So that was quite scary. But as they kept on going up, the octopus moved, and Paul was able to see the octopus eye, and the eye looked at him. So they looked at each other, and slowly the octopus started to disentangle. Paul and the octopus popped up on the surface, out of the water, and they kept on looking at each other. Paul took his mask off and he breathed, but then he put the mask right back on, and guess what? He decided to go right back into the water. The octopus was still looking at him, and Paul decided to follow him back into the water. That's quite strange because at first Paul felt very scared. He thought he was going to get hurt, but now he kind of felt like the octopus and him kind of liked each other. So he decided to follow, and he said, I saw the octopus gliding down. He looked like a space shuttle now. And as he disappeared into the darkness, he was still looking at me. That was the end of the story, children. Thank you so much for listening. I wonder what Paul felt. I wish I could hear this story told by Paul. If I ever get to meet him, I will ask him to come to school and maybe tell us that story.